I'm really looking forward to this trip. Because Triple H is not on it. And I'm excited to see your match against... But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Before all that, I've arranged for you to take on an up-and-coming... I think it'll be more fun if it's a surprise.
Glad you are getting your rest. You are going to need it when you face me in Japan. Yes, it will be an honor. Just end with you starting at the lights.
If SmackDown Live is the house that AJ Styles built, then the foundation was constructed in Japan. I learned that the audience there respects traditions like the fighting spirit and hard-hitting matches. And since it's your first trip, you better bring it. There's one other Japanese tradition that you need to know. On your first trip, you're going to buy all the veterans dinner. Hope you brought your credit card.
Your opponent tonight has been creating quite the buzz of his own recently as one of this country's hottest new stars. So I'm excited to see you two face each other for the very first time in Japan.
We heard Daniel Bryan had a surprise opponent lined up, and he definitely delivered.
Yeah, for those of you watching this WWE.com exclusive, get ready to witness something special. To catch everyone up to speed, Cole, Quinn, and Buzz have a long history on the indie circuit. Most recently, they invaded NXT with the now disgraced Bear. Look on Buzz's face. He probably didn't expect to see his friend in the ring again anytime soon.
Nonetheless, we're all lucky to see it happen.
What started in high school gyms in the U.S. has now added a new chapter in Japan. This is truly a special moment.
And this is only our first night here. We will get to see Buzz versus Nakamura, and then there's the WWE Network special from the Dome. I'd do this for free.
Don't give him any ideas, Byron.
Thanks again for joining us from Japan for this WWE.com exclusive.
It said you had a successful Japanese debut last night. But tonight, you face the king of Songsal in his kingdom. And you will be lucky to go back to America with all your teeth.
Does it really say all that?
More or less.
Talk about making an impression on your first tour of Japan.
Not only was Buzz able to pull out a victory, he did it on Nakamura's home turf. That's impressive.
You may have gotten that win tonight, but next time it ends differently. Knee to face.
We hope you enjoyed this WWE.com exclusive. Be sure to join us tomorrow on the WWE Network as we bring you a huge special event live from Japan.
Hey, go get your wrestling gear on.
Why? I thought I didn't have a match tonight on the network special.
After what I saw you do against Cole Quinn and then Shinsuke, you do now. I'm changing the scheduled AJ Styles versus Nakamura match to a triple threat, and you're the third participant.
So I get to wrestle at the Dome? On the network special? Tonight?
Yes, but not if you don't get ready, so go. Now. Go! Circumstances. Triple H isn't here to try and hold you down. Owens and Zayn can't interfere. You control your destiny. You can thank me by going out there and having the best match of your career. An opportunity like this doesn't come around very often. You can thank me.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little disappointed that my big singles match with Shinsuke Nakamura is now changed to a triple threat match with a rookie. Are you crazy? I may be from Georgia, but the legend of AJ Styles was born in the Dome. So there's no way I'm going to be upstaged by you or Nakamura. Oh.
If you didn't understand last night, I'll say it again. Tonight, knee to face.
AJ hits the forearm.
He got all of it.
Buzz tosses Styles out of the ring. Can he steal this one?
This is a career-defining win.
I'd say it's a career-defining Japanese tour. He deserves to celebrate.
Buzz capitalized on an opening to pin Nakamura.
Capitalize is a nice way to put it. He stole the win from AJ.
Wow, coming from AJ in Japan, that means a lot.
Apparently, he's earned AJ's respect.
If these two have formed an alliance, that could have huge repercussions going forward.
Without a doubt. Well, that does it for us from the Dome in Japan. Thank you so much for those of you who woke up early to catch us live on the WWE Network.
Yeah, now go get some sleep. Sayonara, everyone.
Stop pandering, Byron.
How are you feeling after that big trip? A little jet lag?
Yeah, a little. I mean, can't complain, though.
Look, I just wanted to say maybe I could have shown you a little bit more respect in the past. You obviously proved in Japan that you deserve it.
Hey, don't worry about it. I know you got the whole rookie treatment when you first got to WWE, too.
I definitely did. Maybe I was just doing the same thing to you without even thinking about it. We're cool now, though, right?
I don't know why John Cena is here, but I do know that Buzz will be in action. Coming up next on SmackDown Live. Now don't go anywhere. We have a classic coming up. We have one of our breakout talents versus Aiden English.
Who will reign supreme?
And away we go with Aiden English on the prowl.
Aside from Saxton's commentary, this has all the makings of an epic match.
Delivering the knee. And we're back to this form of attack. Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. Looks like Aiden English is starting to slow some. He's going to want to make sure this doesn't snowball out of control.
Well, he had to expect to take some punishment tonight. You don't step in the ring with this guy and walk away completely unscathed. Oh, man.
Not the first time we've seen this move tonight. Oh, short arm chop. Earlier today, guys, the locker room area was still talking about the superstar's last match. In fact, I overheard one competitor say he wished he could pull off a performance like that. His signature slam. Not so fast.
Michael, I'm not surprised to hear that some superstars want to be more like the amazing competitor we're seeing in this match here tonight. I mean, we're looking at one of the best in the business.
Let's call it like it is, guys. They're all jealous. Just like how you're jealous of me, Saxton. I know you wish you could be half of the broadcast journalist that I am.
Yeah, clearly.
Here we go again.
And another one. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Reverses that one. He's making a statement here with this attack.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Nelson reverse slam.
He might just win this thing right here.
Aiden English is rolling now. He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
We may very well be seeing the finisher here very shortly, guys, and when that happens, you can bet this one's going to be over.
What does Buzz have in store? Stone Cold Stunner!
Here's his moment, Michael.
Uh-oh, Aiden English is... True testament to grit.
Still in it.
I'm with Corey. I suspect the finisher is on the horizon. And given how what does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it. Choke slam. Aiden English is in a bad way here, guys. Yes! Unreal performance. Now we have an idea why John Cena's here tonight.
Because he has an issue with Aiden English's singing?
Cena might not be a fan of the Drama King, but my guess is it has more to do with wanting to get a closer look at SmackDown Live's hottest superstar, Buzz.
Take it easy, partner. I'm not out here for a fight. At least not yet. I'm here because I've heard all the buzz. You gotta see this guy who's blowing up on the indies. You gotta see this guy who invaded NXT and stuck it to Triple H. You gotta see this guy who won the U.S. title and defended it in an open challenge week after week. I wonder where he got that idea. You gotta see this guy who went to Japan and beat Nakamura and AJ Styles in the Dome of all places. Now, most people would get caught up in all that, but not me. You see, I've been around for a while. And so many times I've heard all the buzz, and then when it comes time for me to actually see what's behind the buzz, it doesn't measure up to the hype. So I'm out here tonight because I want to know, do you measure up, Buzz?
I can't believe you came out here, say everything you just said about what I've accomplished, and then still question whether I measure up? I think the question you should be asking, John, is whether you still measure up. You said it yourself. You've been around for a while. Some people might even say you've been around a little too long.
Now, don't hide behind that statement. If you're one of those people, say it to my face.
You're past your prime, and I'm just getting started.
Okay. So you think I need to prove to you that I measure up? Well, it's clear we're not going to settle this difference of opinions with words. But it just so happens that we have a show coming up called SummerSlam, and I currently don't have an opponent. So how about you and I step into the ring and go one-on-one? After that, all our questions will be answered.
After SummerSlam, the next thing you're going to hear people say is, you gotta see this guy who absolutely destroyed John Cena.
I guess that's a yes. Wow, what a match that is going to be at SummerSlam.
If anyone knows anything about having immediate success in the WWE, it's me. After all, I was the youngest world heavyweight champion in history at the age of 24. But unlike you, Buzz, I didn't rely on cheap gimmicks like viral videos or invading someone else's show to make it to the top. No, I did things the right way. But that's not what gets rewarded these days, is it? No, now you get hot on the indies, show up, win a few matches on SmackDown, then get handed a main event match in one of the biggest shows of the year. Well, I am sick of it. I am sick of it. I should be facing John Cena at SummerSlam, not you. That is my spot.
Look, I could give you an entire list of reasons why I'm facing John Cena at SummerSlam. But instead, let me give you one reason why you're not facing Cena. Because we've seen that match over and over and over again. The WWE Universe wants something new and exciting, not Cena versus Orton Part 589.
I don't give a damn what the WWE Universe wants.
Yeah? Well, I do. And since we have unfinished business after you cost me the U.S. title, how about we give them a match they've never seen before? You versus me right now.
What's in it for me?
The chance to prove everything you just said about me.
That's fine. But I was thinking more like if I beat you, I take your place in the match versus Cena at SummerSlam. Do you want to shut up all the critics and earn your big main event opportunity? Or do you want another handout?
All right. To prove to you and everyone else that I've earned everything I've ever gotten, I'll put my spot in the SummerSlam match on the line.
That's great. I look forward to taking it from you by giving the WWE Universe something they have seen before. Me hitting you with an RKO.
Proving tonight is that he loves taking stupid risks, and this was going to cost him his match with Cena at SummerSlam.
That's only if Orton can defeat him.
But what does he have to gain?
I think it's a matter of pride.
Well, there's a fine line between pride and stupidity, and he's crossed it. What incredible power!
Wow, what a vertical suplex. He hits a huge elbow drop. Second time to charm. Looks like Randy Orton has broken a sweat. But we all know that he isn't afraid of a good fight, which is what we're seeing here.
Hey, you're going to absorb some punishment in a wrestling match. It just goes along with the territory, and he knows that. I doubt he's all that concerned at this point.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here.
And that one grounds him. I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw. Nice job getting out of the way of that one. Oh, and he connects. There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
I understand the idea of being relentless, but I think most would agree repeating a specific move is an unorthodox approach.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
There he goes again. The freak. What's Triple H doing here?
This could get ugly real fast, guys. We're about to have a new man.
Wait a minute. AJ Styles might have something to say about that.
Why is AJ attacking Triple H? This is career suicide.
Some people value friendship over money, Corey.
Well, those people are idiots.
Exploder suplex. He's starting to stagger a bit, but not for a second do I expect him to back down now.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Cole. This is just a little bump in the road for him here. Nothing to worry about.
It looks to me like he took his foot off the gas there for a moment. When that happens, you run the risk of letting your opponent back into the match. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it. Randy Orton's in a world of... He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
That has got to be it.
A kick out, and you can see... What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it. He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet. The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now. He's got him covered. Oh, how resilient was that? I don't know where he's finding the strength to stay in this one. Oh, and he's taken off his feet.
I'll tell you, he can't afford to be horizontal at this point in the match, Cole.
Randy Orton is getting ready here.
We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
Here it comes. He's got him. He's not going to go quietly. No superstar worth his salt ever does. What does Buzz have in store? Stone Cold Stunner! That's what he was looking for, Michael. Now that got those shoulders on the mat. And he got a near fall out of it. Oh, barely. He may have discovered his favorite move. And there's a chop. Now that's a takedown. Looks like he's starting to tire. He doesn't want to absorb much more punishment. And the cover for the win.
This is it.
Buzz with the easy kick out.
Not yet.
Quick think. To avoid that one. Down he goes. That'll do it every time. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it. He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
Here's his moment, Michael.
Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one.
Goes. That was impressive, Cole.
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
He gets him with a reversal. Oh, my. What a slam. Orton looking for something big. Uh-oh. Randy Orton.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier. Bold move going forward again.
Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
And it's reversed. What does Buzz have in store? Stone Cold Stunner!
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
He's got him down. Is this it? 3! The cover, and this one's history. What a win. These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance. From the opening bell, this match was one for the ages. I'm almost speechless. Almost.
Here is your winner, the Warlock.
A well-earned victory indeed. Wow, when you pick up a pinfall victory over somebody like that, you've done something right.
And it's matches like...
Hey, thanks for having my back out there with Triple H. If it wasn't for you, I might have lost my chance to face John Cena at SummerSlam.
No problem. I know you don't have many allies on SmackDown, but from now on, you can trust me to be there for you.
I saw what you did out there tonight. That took some guts to put your match with me on the line. Honestly, I'm surprised you did.
I wouldn't be where I am if I played it safe. I don't take the easy way out, no matter what obstacles are put in front of me. I never give up.
Interesting choice of words.
Yeah, well, that's just how I live my life. For me, it's not just a catchphrase to sell towels.
And you think that's all it is for me? I busted my ass for everything I have. And will continue to do so until someone has to drag me out of that ring.
Guys, you have a match coming up. How about you settle this in the ring?
You know what? That's a good idea, AJ. With all this talk about never giving up, how about you put your money where your mouth is? At SummerSlam, how about we make our match a submission match?
Like I said, I don't play things safe. So you got it.
I hope you're ready to dance at SummerSlam, because I'm gonna make you tap.
Hey, come on, that's enough. Are you sure that was the right decision?
No, not at all. I need to start learning some more submission moves ASAP.
Hey, like I said before, I got your back at the pay-per-view, just in case Triple H or Randy Orton try to get involved again.
Hey, I really appreciate that. You've been such a big help, which is... I hate to ask for another favor, but would you be willing to show me the calf crusher?
I don't know, man. That's kind of my thing, you know? Can't be giving out all my secrets just in case we have to face each other again someday.
Look, I need help if I'm going to beat Cena in this submission match. I mean, I'll get down on my knees and beg if I have to.
Oh my, stand up. I'll show it to you.
Awesome. I owe you one.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll settle up at some point.
I'm sorry for how you've been treated by Triple H, but unfortunately, there's not much else I can do to... Yeah, tell me about it. He's...
Singles action is up next. You're not going to want to miss this. We have John Cena taking on some tough competition.
Who will reign supreme?
This is an amazing opportunity for Buzz. Just look at what a victory over Cena did for Kevin Owens when he first arrived in WWE. He went on to become Universal Champion. I agree. If Buzz was able to defeat Cena tonight, it could catapult him to a whole other level.
None of that matters because I heard Buzz was begging people backstage to teach him submission holds. That sounds more like a man who's going to catapult right into a brick wall.
Oh, short arm shot. Unleashing it for the second time now. John Cena is perhaps the most dominant competitor in WWE history. Is there any strategy that can work against Big Match John?
When you compete at the level that Cena has, for as long as he has, injuries pop up. Nothing chronic.
Now Buzz has Cena in the calf crusher.
Cena counters it into the STF.
What is Triple H doing?
Oh boy, we've seen this before. Yeah, this has Montreal Screwjob written all over it. He's going to call for the bell.
AJ Styles stopped Triple H from costing Buzz the match. And now he goes for it a second time. Starting to show signs of fatigue. With these two guys, we all knew this was going to be an all-out battle.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has...
He fights his way free. But how much energy did he exhaust fighting his way out? Unleashing it for the second time now. Going to the well again. What should John Cena try to do differently at this stage to remain viable? He needs to find a way to get on the offensive, guys.
I'd never count this guy out, but I'll tell you what, he's not looking so hot right now. He's really going to need to find a way to get back in this thing.
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time.
The repetition. Now Buzz has Cena in the calf crusher.
A move he obviously learned from AJ Styles.
He did it. Buzz has made John Cena give up to the calf crusher.
I never thought I'd see that happen. Unbelievable.
For everyone who thought Buzz didn't belong in this spot, he proved tonight. Kurt Angle, now we've seen it all tonight.
Despite Triple H's best efforts to impede your progress, you have accomplished amazing things on SmackDown. I've been so impressed that I think the Raw audience also deserves to see what all the buzz is about. So that's why I've negotiated with Daniel Bryan, and we were able to agree on a special one-time trade.
Sending you to Raw immediately.
Well, I can't believe it, but the Raw GM has spoken. Buzz is headed for Monday night.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
I wish I could say good riddance, but we'll be right there with him.
There he is, Raw's newest superstar. I was impressed with what you were able to accomplish on SmackDown in such a short amount of time. Kind of reminds me of, well, me.
Thanks, Kurt. I hope there are no hard feelings that I didn't initially sign with you.
None whatsoever. We're just lucky to have you here on Raw now. So what's your plan tonight? Going to sit back and get a feel for things?
I didn't get here by sitting back and waiting for something to happen.
No, I guess not.
You'll be seeing me out there sooner than you think. And in a very big way.
We are gathered here tonight for a very special occasion. To celebrate a milestone that only the most successful television programs reach. That's right. This is the 100th episode of Ms. TV. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. Show some respect for the moment in history you are witnessing. Do you know the kind of blood, sweat, and tears that go into making a production like this week in and week out? No, you don't. Because you've never made one episode of anything, let alone 100. Now, in honor of this achievement, I put together a special documentary recapping the series' greatest moments that I'd like all of you to watch for the next 10 minutes. Please, turn off your cellular devices and enjoy the show.
Apparently, this is what Buzz meant when he talked about making a big debut on Raw.
This is unbelievably disrespectful to the Intercontinental Champion. But from what we've seen in the past from Buzz, I'm really not surprised.
Hey, maybe he wants to congratulate The Miz on making it to 100 episodes.
I doubt it.
What the hell do you think you're doing interrupting my 100th episode celebration?
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm saving these people from having to endure any more boredom. Instead, I'd like to give them something actually worth watching. Me beating you for the Intercontinental title. And unlike that terrible highlight video, I guarantee that won't take anywhere near 10 minutes.
Are you insane? Or maybe you've just been inhaling so many fumes from your piece of trash van that you think you can interrupt my celebration and get a shot at my Intercontinental title.
What's the matter? You scared I'll beat you so bad that Ms. TV will be canceled before it makes it to episode 101?
You know what? I think we got off on the wrong foot. You just got to Raw and we haven't been properly introduced. I'm Miz. Obviously. This is my beautiful wife, Maurice. And then there's the Miztourage, Curtis and Bo. Why don't you introduce yourselves to the new guy?
We've seen this before.
He deserves it for interrupting this historic night.
It's 3-on-1.
Maybe now we can watch the special Miz TV documentary he interrupted.
Please, no. Welcome to another edition of TV's longest-running weekly episodic television program, Monday Night Raw.
Hello, I am Elias. I've got one question for everyone here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now, last week we had a newcomer arrive on the scene and challenge The Miz. He quickly learned that in WWE, if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. And when I say WWE, I am referring to the WWE that stands for walk with Elias. We got a new guy here named Buzz, who got beat down by The Miz. If you ask me, it's only a matter of time before he's out of the biz. He drives around in an old crappy van like a homeless man. He reminds Elias a lot of all you dirt poor fans.
I never thought I'd be happy to see Buzz, but if it's to interrupt Elias's music, I would welcome an earthquake.
Seems like Buzz isn't a fan either.
Okay, I think I speak for everyone here when I say we've heard just about enough. Well, other than that atrocity of a song, I don't have a problem with you. Yet. But I do have a problem with The Miz after what he and his so-called Miz-tourage did to me last week. So, Miz, I'm calling you out right now.
Buzz must really want to get beat up 2 weeks in a row.
First off, Elias, I want to apologize for your beautiful acoustic set being interrupted by this simpleton who obviously doesn't appreciate art or culture. He did it to me last week, too. Second of all, Buzz, I don't care what you do or say. You're not getting a shot at my Intercontinental title. But since it seems like you're dying for a fight, I have another idea. How about you face the Miz-tourage in a handicap match tonight?
You know what? Sounds good. In fact, why not add Elias to their team too? Then I can beat all three of them and show the WWE Universe what a fighting champion is supposed to look like.
You are dumber than you look.
I second that.
There's been a ton of chatter on social media about this contest. Up next, it's all about the numbers. We have one of our breakout talents in a match that is sure to not disappoint. My colleagues may have harsh opinions about Elias's musical talents, but I see Elias as a man who's just born to run all over WWE.
And my math tells me this one's about to get ugly real fast.
Throughout his time in WWE, Elias has demonstrated an ability to defeat up-and-comers and veterans alike, sometimes with a sixth string on their back.
Look, there's no doubting Elias's ability inside the ring. I just wish he'd take up something like making model airplanes instead of live musical performances, if those qualify as such.
Hey guys, remember when Shane McMahon competed against the supposed Legion of Doom in a handicap match back in 1999? What a joke that was. He told everybody he'd go up against Hawk and Animal. Instead, what we got were a couple of LOD imposters.
This is not the place where you want to underestimate your competition.
Absolutely not. I remember that Shane McMahon's handicap match you were mentioning earlier very well, Byron, and those imposters posing as Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom, were none other than Pat Patterson and Gerald Briscoe. Or should I call them the Stooges?
No, you shouldn't call them the Stooges. Have a little respect, Cole. We're talking about two Hall of Famers here.
discovered his favorite move.
Going for an encore here.
I always loved a good handicap match growing up, especially when you'd see Andre the Giant go up against 2 or 3 jabronis. Despite being outmanned, you always knew Andre would walk away with the win.
He clearly has confidence in that move. It starts to feel like a broken record with that move.
Andre the Giant really was the king of the handicap match, as Corey was saying earlier. And he also made quite a name for himself competing in battle royals, as you would suspect, seeing as he's well over 500 pounds.
I think my favorite Andre the Giant battle royal moment. What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
He's going to do it. Elias definitely starting to crack. He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet. Will Buzz be able to continue?
I doubt it.
He's not going to like this.
And that one grounds him. I didn't realize he had such a glass jaw.
Oh, what a splash! You got to think about using the finisher here pretty soon, I would think. Just pick up the win and move on. There's no need to keep this thing going longer than necessary. Oh, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind. Dropped, and that was a hard shot, Corey.
Yeah, you might want to think about throwing in the towel at this point. This thing is getting more chaotic by the moment.
Uh-oh. The Miz gives Elias his guitar. Buzz gains control of it, and he nails him with the guitar. That'll do it. Here's the cover. Does he have him here? There's one. There's two. They got him. What an incredible victory. Buzz somehow overcomes the odds.
Somehow he cheated.
Buzz is here on Raw to continue his quest for the Miz's Intercontinental Championship.
Don't think I haven't noticed the impact. And speaking of looking out, wait. Who says I'm not a good GM?
Hold on to your seats. We have singles action coming up next. We have one of our breakout talents against Bo Dallas. Let's do it. What's at stake here? If Buzz can defeat Bo Dallas, he'll earn a shot at Miz's Intercontinental Championship. And keep in mind, per Kurt Angle's decision, if the Miz interferes on Bo's behalf, Buzz will still get his title shot.
Why doesn't Angle just hand Buzz the Intercontinental title? I mean, he's giving him every possible advantage.
I believe the goal is to make sure it's a fair match without involvement from the Miz.
Well, after this match, you and Buzz might be Bo leaving otherwise.
The biggest thing an opponent has to be aware of when they lock up with Bo Dallas is falling under an immediate attack. The Bo leave in Bo spirit has consumed Bo Dallas, and this man is more ferocious than ever.
He hits him with the knee. Bo Dallas starting to falter now. But it's going to take a lot more than that to stop him here tonight.
He just has to make sure this doesn't get too out of hand for him. Sometimes momentum has a way of permanently swinging one way. That's what he wants to avoid here.
The Bo Dallas we see now is much different than the individual who debuted in WWE in 2014. For someone challenging Bo Dallas today, they need to be ready to square off against a vicious individual. What Bo Dallas has shown us is that he's willing to take out anyone at any time. An opponent must be ready for anything once they've been identified as Dallas's opponent. I mean, before they even get in the ring.
The biggest thing an opponent has to be aware of when they lock up with Bo Dallas is falling under an immediate attack. The Bo leave in Bo spirit has consumed Bo Dallas, and this man is more ferocious than ever.
At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted. The Bo Dallas we see now is much different than the individual who debuted in WWE in 2014. For someone challenging Bo Dallas today, they need to be ready to square off against a vicious individual. What Bo Dallas has shown us is that he's willing to take out anyone at any time. An opponent must be ready for anything once they've been identified as Dallas's opponent. I mean, before they even get in the ring. And here's Bo Dallas looking for a pinfall, digging deep for a kick out.
It's going to take more than that.
The biggest thing an opponent has to be...
He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
What is it that Bo Dallas can do here for a physical and psychological revival at this juncture? The Bo Dallas we see now is much different than the individual who debuted in WWE in 2014. For someone challenging Bo Dallas today, they need to be ready to square off against a vicious individual. What Bo Dallas has shown us is that he's willing to take out anyone at any time. An opponent must be ready for anything once they've been identified as Dallas's opponent. I mean, before they even get in the ring. Nobody controls the... It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over until it's over. Oh, boy, he is rolling. Can't get much higher than that. The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point. What a splash. It appears Bo Dallas is starting to hit the wall. He might just have nothing left to give, guys.
I'm not used to seeing this.
Stone Cold Stunner!
This one's over, guys.
And it's reversed. Oh, and the ref gets taken out.
What's he made of? Paper mache?
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Seems to me, guys, like we're just... He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
This might be it.
Cover. One. Hooks the leg. Kicked out at 2.5.
I thought he had him.
Wait, what's Miz doing? What the heck?
Why would Miz punch Bo Dallas?
Wait a minute.
The Miz is a genius. Since he hit Bo, Buzz got disqualified and doesn't get an Intercontinental title shot.
The Miz found a way around Kurt Angle's stipulation.
Yet again, the Miz finds a loophole to avoid defending the title.
I know. I'm just as frustrated as you are.
So what are you going to do about it?
I'd like to give you your title shot anyway. But unfortunately, I just got off the phone with Triple H. And he said that since Bo Dallas technically won, you don't get to face the Miz.
Triple H can just overrule you like that?
Unfortunately, when push comes to shove, he can. And I'm not surprised that he did, given your history with him.
All right, well, if Miz and Triple H are refusing to give me an opportunity, then maybe I need to make my own.
Opportunity?
No. Title. I know a guy who can help me out.
You do whatever you think you need to do.
Hey, Cole. I need a favor. It's short notice, but you did such a good job making the titles for BCW that I wanted to see if you could make me a custom title for me to use on Monday Night Raw. Fine. I promise to call you more often, not just when I need something. All right, I'll email you some design ideas, but one thing I do know is that my title will only be defended in Thanks, man. You're the best. Yes, I still have the lucky keychain you gave me. And I gotta run. Thanks. I am the Miz! And this is my lovely wife, Maurice. Say something to the audience, Maurice. That was wonderful, honey. You truly bring so much to the table and are certainly not just window dressing whose sole purpose of being in WWE is to follow me around from town to town, ironing my weird Matrix cloak dress that I wear. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. When my right foot goes in, your right foot goes out. When my right foot goes in, you shake it all about. You do the stupid Miz dance and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Because I'm the Miz and I'm awful.
Since apparently our GM either thinks this is funny, which is impossible, or is just not paying attention to his own show, I am this close to dialing 911 to report 2 counts of aggravated character assassination.
Whoa, Miz. Sasha and I were just having a little bit of fun out here. No need to go overboard. I mean, besides, you didn't even let me get to the best part. Other than showing everybody how big of a goof you are, the whole point of tonight was to debut my new singles title. You see, since you refused to give me an Intercontinental title shot, and then Triple H backed your little scheme with loser Bo Dallas, I was forced to make a title of my own.
You created your own title? Wow. What do you think this is? Wwe2k19? This is real life. It's not pretend time. You don't get to make up your titles. In fact, this is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. And I've seen your matches on the indies.
You want to talk about pathetic? I think someone who refuses to defend their title, that's pathetic. Because even though this championship is brand new, it already holds more value than yours because I'm not going to hide behind it. I'm going to defend it against anyone at any time.
All right, champ. I have someone you can defend your made-up title against. Someone who's still waiting for payback for a broken guitar.
Like I said, anyone at any time. But you didn't give me a chance to explain that my title has some special conditions for how it must be defended.
What do you mean? Like the matches can only be held in high school gyms? Or there can't be more than 200 people in attendance?
Not exactly. My title will only be defended in no disqualification matches.
The wait is over. This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date, taking on some tough competition.
Enough said. Bring on the title contenders.
Oh, I can't believe Buzz just sprung this title match stipulation on Elias. It's completely unfair.
I actually think it's kind of nice to see Buzz pull one over on his opponents for a change.
I agree. We're so accustomed to seeing Buzz at a disadvantage. Finally tonight, he gets a match on his terms.
Oh, I thought broadcast journalists weren't supposed to be biased, but I guess I was wrong. Hooked up. Great power.
Inverted suplex.
Call me crazy, but this might be one of those rare instances where the champion actually enters the match as the underdog. I know it sounds odd, but it really seems like the champ is up against a headwind here.
crazy, Byron. The champ certainly has an uphill battle here, and while it's rare, we have seen the challenger head into the match as a heavy favorite. Bruno Sammartino challenging Stan Stasiak in 1973 immediately comes to mind, as does Diesel squaring off against Bob Backlund in 1994.
Wait, did you really just say that Saxton is not crazy, Cole? Man, just when I started to think you might be all right, you go and say something ridiculous like that.
Walking around the city earlier today, guys, the only thing anybody was talking about was this title match. Everywhere I went, from the coffee shop to the bookstore, everybody was talking about this match.
Pressed like a 10-pound dumbbell. Byron, I had a similar experience as you this morning. Nearly every person at the gym I went to was talking about this title match, and rightfully so. This is an absolutely huge match.
Okay, wait. Let me get this straight. Byron spent the morning at the bookstore, while you, Cole, went to the gym. Man, that's brilliant. You guys have any other jokes?
Drops the knee with a vengeance.
Elias definitely tiring out there. I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit. He has to be disappointed in this performance. He really shoulders down.
And the champ kicks out.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that.
The clothesline finds the mark. Look at this. Full power. What does Buzz have in store? Stone Cold Stunner!
Nobody does it quite like him.
Uh-oh, this might be the end of Elias tonight.
And maybe not. You're absolutely right, Michael. This arena is electric right now. And I think part of it is their desire to be a part of history. I think they're all anticipating a title change here tonight.
Cool your jets, Saxton. Let's not go crowning a new champion just yet. There's still plenty of match to go here.
Whoa, Elias able to avoid damage.
Just go for the finisher already. I don't understand the delay. The object is to win the match, isn't it? Come on, let's go.
Discus lariat. That was nasty.
What's he doing? As Corey continues to criticize the action in the ring, allow me to take the other side of the argument. The last thing any superstar wants to do is go for the finisher prematurely. No good can come of that.
Yeah, you really want to wait for the exact right time. If you go for it and miss, that could be the momentum shift your opponent has been waiting for.
Club to the back. Up into the electric chair. Power bomb.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Obviously a great opportunity here for the challenger, who can't afford to make any mistakes here tonight. Not when you're in the ring with a champion. As
what does Buzz have in store? Stone Cold Stunner!
This one is...
His shoulders are down. The champ retains.
Here is your winner, and still Action Champion, the Warlock.
What an amazing match and a huge victory. Nicely done.
These guys look like a couple of hosses going at it out there. Great match.
What a great match we just saw here on Raw. Thank you to everybody at home for choosing to spend part of your Monday night with us.
You showed up a few weeks ago on my show acting like you own the place. You insult me and my wife, and that cut every corner possible by creating your own title. Not to mention forcing Elias to compete with a random stipulation he wasn't prepared for. Well, I am sick of it. You want your match? You got it. My legitimate, illustrious title versus your second-rate imaginary title. At Hell in a Cell, we're done playing make-believe because I'm going to show you what it's like to live in the real world.
Buzz has his match with The Miz, so what's Kurt Angle doing out here?
I'm glad you two are finally going to face off, one-on-one. That's right, Maurice, Elias, and the Miztourage will be banned from ringside. And since Buzz's title is on the line, the match will be held under his title stipulations. Which means it will be a no DQ match.
We've been waiting a long time for this. The championship is up for grabs right here next. We have one of our breakout talents versus The Miz.
This is for all the marbles. Here we go.
Here we go. Buzz's title and the Intercontinental title are on the line tonight in a no DQ match at WWE Hell in a Cell.
Buzz has everything to gain and nothing to lose. His made-up title is absolutely meaningless.
If that's true, then why did Miz issue the challenge?
Because, like most of us, he was tired of Buzz's antics and thought this would shut him up for once and for all. Little did he know that thanks to our wonderful GM, he'd have to compete under Buzz's ridiculous rules.
Well, none of this would have happened if Miz hadn't weaseled his way out of an Intercontinental title defense. Nonetheless, that's all history, and certainly more history will be made tonight.
Guys, a lot of people are predicting a new champion here tonight. Even a poll on Wwe2k19 earlier today predicted we'd have a new champ. But at the risk of being a downer, I'll believe it when I see it.
He goes for the cover. Buzz with the easy kick out.
Nice kick out.
Corey, I have to disagree with your earlier comment. I'm with the masses on this one. I think tonight is the night we crown a new champion.
Well, either way, guys, this has been one heck of a match up to this point, and I think it's only going to get better.
So he executes a textbook. He's going for the pin. The cover. Here's the cover. Knocked off his feet.
Now that's a takedown. As we say in the trade, guys, the monitor area in the locker room is likely sold out for this one, as there are plenty of superstars with a vested interest in the outcome of this match. The Miz showing how A-listers do things out there.
Oh my God, a clothesline! To Byron's point, there are several competitors on the roster who can make a case for being the next. What does Buzz have in store? He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
The Miz's chances just went from bad to worse.
He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
The frequency of this move is becoming deliberate at this point, to say the least.
We may very well be seeing the finisher here very shortly, guys, and when that happens, you can bet this one's going to be over.
How's that for ferocious? It's like someone hit the repeat button for this move. I'm with Corey. I suspect the finisher on the horizon, and given how impactful that move has been as of late, I'd say there's almost no coming back from it.
You're right, Michael. It seems like that finisher has become more and more impactful with each passing week, but that's even possible.
And gentlemen, The Miz may be fading away here. Tonight may not be his night, guys.
Definitely in trouble, Cole. He might want to rethink his strategy and keep this match in the ring.
He's in big trouble here. I don't think I remember ever seeing him this much off his game.
Down he goes.
That'll do it every time. Takes him down in a major way, too.
Obviously putting a lot of stock in that maneuver. And now he goes for it a second time.
Believe it or not, fellas, some people are speculating whether the champ should have to defend the gold against what some are calling inferior competition here tonight.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Can you believe it? He just powered right up. Corey, I think you're just trying to drum up controversy. I haven't heard it. He whispers about the champion having to defend. The Miz is looking to end this.
Great effort, but he better save something for later.
And The Miz delivers the snap DDT, and that should do it.
We might have a new champion here, guys.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt.
Ever does. Taken off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
He's in trouble. What does Buzz have in store? He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
That should do it. The Miz's chances.
Gets the shoulder up. Wow. What's it going to take?
How'd he do that?
Champ with reason to be concerned. You have to wonder if he could recover from this, guys.
Well, it'd be unrealistic to expect him to not at least take some offense here. The good news for him is that he still appears to be in a better place than his opponent.
Oh, and he's taken off his feet.
I'll tell you, he can't afford to be horizontal at this point in the match, Cole.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
What does Buzz have in store? Well, man, he's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
This one,
the champion retains. Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
Hope everybody at home set those DVRs because that was a match you're going to want to watch.
You're looking at the first ever superstar to simultaneously hold the Intercontinental title and, for lack of a better term, the Buzz title.
Yeah, his carry-on bag just got a little bit heavier.
Yeah, if I were the...
You did it. You finally shut up the Miz.
I don't know about that, but I did beat him and take his Intercontinental title.
That's good enough.
But thanks for helping me along the way. We make a pretty good team out there.
We did.
If you ever need someone to dress up in a ridiculous costume to send a message to one of your opponents, I'm your guy.
I'll remember that.
Hey, Sasha, you mind if I have a moment to talk business with the champ?
Yeah, no problem.
I was thinking about calling myself Champ Squared, actually. You know.
Yeah, about that. Not to put a damper on your big victory, but according to WWE regulations, you're only allowed to hold one singles title at a time.
I could try to circumvent the rules and let you hold both. But Triple H would just force you to vacate one anyway.
You really know how to ruin a party.
I'm sorry. So which title would you like to keep? That had to be a tough decision. If it's any consolation, I'll give you the rest of the night to celebrate with both championships.
Thanks.
Hey, champ. Just wanted to let you know we're wrestling tonight. And it's for the title.
Yeah, Kurt actually texted me about it this morning.
My dad texted you? He never responds to my texts, because he says he's not really a texter. Huh. That's odd. Anyway, want a picture together?
Sure, I guess. Is this something you normally do with your opponents?
Not really. I just thought it would be a nice memento for you to have after you lose your title tonight. That's a keeper. I'll text you the pic.
Thanks. Actually, no, on second thought, I'm not really a texter.
We've been waiting a long time for this. The championship is up for grabs right here next. It's Jason Jordan versus a formidable opponent. What did you guys think of Buzz's decision to keep the Intercontinental title rather than his custom title?
I mean, it was a no-brainer. Do you want a prestigious title that guys like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels once held? Or do you want a self-awarded, made-up title that has no history?
I wish he could have kept both titles, but I respect Kurt Angle's decision. At least Buzz will always have his title as a keepsake.
Nonetheless, that decision won't matter at all if Buzz slips up tonight and Jason Jordan walks away with the championship. That's how you wear down your opponent. He's got the shoulders down.
This singles match has come to an end. Wow.
What did you guys think of Buzz's decision to keep the Intercontinental title rather than his custom title?
I mean, it was a no-brainer. Do you want a prestigious title that guys like Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels once held? Or do you want a self-awarded, made-up title that has no history?
I wish he could have kept both titles, but I respect Kurt Angle's decision. At least Buzz will always have his title as a keepsake.
Nonetheless, that decision won't matter at all if Buzz slips up tonight and Jason Jordan walks away with the championship. There's the big boot. Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. Jason Jordan now on the defensive. I fully expect him to bounce back, though. This is the type of one-on-one atmosphere where he thrives.
I wouldn't call for the medics just yet, Cole. He still appears to be in pretty good shape here.
I'm not going to go so far as to say he can't win this match, but things certainly aren't looking good for him right now.
Gosh, this is like that old battery commercial. This move just keeps going and going and going and going. Gosh, the same move over and over. This is relentless. Knocked off his feet. Now that's a takedown. Guys, these superstars really do appear to be in peak physical condition here tonight, which isn't surprising considering what's on the line here in this championship match. Showing some amazing strength right there. When this guy's on, look out.
I gotta agree with you, Michael. These superstars are in tremendous shape, and from what I understand, the champ has been hitting the gym twice daily in preparation for tonight.
I heard the same thing, Saxton. Once in the morning, then again at night after the show, which makes me wonder when the champ actually sleeps, if at all.
I know anything is possible, but I just can't envision a new champ being crowned here tonight. The champ just comes into tonight with too much momentum.
He clearly has confidence in that move. What does Buzz have in store? He hits it. Buzz brings everyone to their feet. He goes for the cover. And he got a near fall out of it.
Well, what did you expect from a superstar like Jordan? Refuses to let anybody down, including himself.
Byron, I agree that the champ comes into tonight with a great deal of momentum, but like you said, anything can happen. We've seen champs get upset in the past. Who's to say it can't happen again here tonight?
Agreed. I don't think anybody expected Eddie Guerrero to defeat Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship back in 2004, but hey, it happened. And it's further proof that any superstar can beat any other superstar on any. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
Oh boy, he is rolling. Looking for an opening for that finisher, it seems, and that's a smart move. Just hit the finisher, get the win, and get out of there.
Here we go again. I got right to the gut. Anytime a superstar sees an opening for their finisher, they got to take it, as Byron was saying. Elongating the match not only gives your opponent an opportunity to get back in it, but you're also running the risk of injury anytime you're in the ring longer than you have to be.
Yeah, but sometimes you just enjoy beating somebody up, especially if you're in the ring with somebody like Saxton.
And now he goes for it a second time. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. What does Buzz have in store? Nice as nice.
Jason Jordan getting...
He's got him covered. A kick out, and he almost had him.
He needs to change something fast, guys.
He's playing with him now. Clearly on a mission here.
This one's over, guys.
Just go for the fifth cover here.
Buzz wins and keeps the title around his waist. You think Jason Jordan still wants to take a selfie with Buzz now?
Hey, not to be weird or anything, but I've been meaning to ask you since you got to Raw. What's up with you driving this retro van everywhere?
It's just what I'm used to, I guess. I kind of lived in it when I was on the indie scene.
Kind of?
Okay, I definitely lived in it when times were tight. And then when I signed with WWE, I decided to fix it up. Keep it running.
Interesting. And the bug logo?
Oh, this used to be my dad's work van for his exterminator business. It's pretty much the last thing he gave me. I guess his way of supporting my crazy wrestling dreams.
That's cool.
I mean, other than the fact that it still kind of smells like pesticide.
Well, I think your dad would be really proud of what you've accomplished so far.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
The match we have next is going to be awesome. Stay where you are. We have a real fan favorite against an imposing adversary. As Buzz is set to take on Kurt Hawkins in this non-title match, we have to discuss what happened last week when Bray Wyatt appeared and essentially threatened Buzz.
That was creepy. I don't have a good feeling about what might happen.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one. There he goes again. At this point, you think he'd have that move well scouted. He looks a bit off his game here. But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Yeah, he's taking on some offense here, but that's to be expected, especially considering who he's in the ring.
Sent railing with the knee drop. We've seen this before. The repetition on that move is becoming deliberate at this point. He's not looking good here. I'm not sure how much more he has to give.
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guys, and when that happens, your whole body starts to give out on you. He's going to need to be careful here.
Guys, I wasn't anticipating this type of performance from him tonight. He's starting to look a little lost in there right now.
Great move there, guys. He may have discovered his favorite move. What does Buzz have in store? Stone Cold Stunner!
That's how you put it next.
Here's a cover. Kick out at 2. Oh, that may have been a slow count. Wow.
That's pure power, guys.
What a slam. Kick to the...
You got to think about using the finisher here pretty soon, I would think. Just pick up the win and move on. There's no need to keep this thing going longer than necessary.
What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
What's he going to do with it? Wow, he just slammed him with ease.
Kurt Hawkins was just one step behind there, guys.
Good point by Byron earlier. If there's an opening to execute the finisher, you got to take it. The last thing you want to do is let your opponent hang around for no reason. I can tell you, bad things happen when you do that. You don't believe me? Just go back and watch Skip versus Barry Horowitz from 1995.
I remember that like it was yesterday, Cole. Instead of putting Horowitz away, Skip thought it would be a good idea to do some mid-ring push-ups. As you were saying, the decision ultimately came back to haunt him.
Kurt Hawkins with good timing here.
He's not looking like himself here. He looks to be a little surprised right now.
Just go for the finisher already. I don't understand the delay. The object is to win the match, isn't it? Come on, let's go.
Looking to lock it in here. As Corey continues to criticize the action in the ring, allow me to take the other side of the argument. The last thing any superstar wants to do is go for the finisher prematurely. No good can come of that.
Yeah, you really want to wait for the exact right time. If you go for it...
What does Kurt Hawkins have in store?
Taste of pain! That might just be the final nail in the coffin.
You know, these guys are giving it absolutely everything they've got. Going for the cover. 1, 2, digging deep for a kick out.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Taken off his feet here.
And it's moves like that that make him so dangerous.
What does Buzz have in store? We're about to find out.
Oh, he's going to do it.
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
Game, set, match. This one is... There's the pinfall and the victory.
We've got some highlights from the last one queued up. Here we go.
I can watch highlights of that one all night long. One of the great WWE matches I've ever been able to watch.
Yeah. Hey, Matt. Sorry to interrupt, whatever it is you're doing.
What does it look like? I'm rosining my violin bow as one does.
Yeah, of course. Listen, I've got a match coming up against Bray Wyatt, and I was just kind of hoping you might be able to give me some advice.
Brother Buzz, are you woken?
I don't think so.
If one is not woken, then there is no hope in combating a force such as the monster you speak of. And even I, who is supremely woken, have lost many battles to him in the Great War.
Okay, so how do I become woken?
That is like asking how your vessel breathes the air. It must materialize on its own. Or there is the technique of a jaunt to the multiverse, but all this rosining about and dispensing of wisdom has given me much weary. I must retreat to my quarters. Good evening, compeer.
Okay, thanks. I guess.
Well, I'm not sure that was very helpful for Buzz. Coming up next up...
Oh! It's Bray Wyatt!
And the superstars look ready back there.
Oh, man, they're surrounded by concrete walls and so many other items that can inflict major pain.
Oh, a devastating shoulder tackle. finishing shoulder tackle. Uh-oh. Exhibits a weakness for a specific move. Some will return to utilizing that move as long as possible. Here we go again. Over and over and over. We're seeing the same move being used. Bray Wyatt on the defensive. This could be the start of an ugly downward spiral if he's not careful.
It doesn't get any easier when you're backstage, and it looks like he's finding that out the tough way.
He is rolling. Unleashing it for the second time now.
Here we go.
Never a dull moment around here. For it again. Second time we're seeing this here. Bray Wyatt with his back against the wall. This match is definitely testing his mettle, guys. He's not looking like himself right now, and I hate to say it, but this might be the beginning of the end for him here. He's going off here. I don't know if this is by design or if he just lost his mind.
Oh, and he connects. There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
What does Buzz have in store?
We're about to find out.
Buzz brings everyone to their feet.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
That'll readjust your spine.
Bray Wyatt reverses it. The quickness by Wyatt. Up and over with a suplex. He's starting to feel it here. But he's very aware of who he's in there with and what he has to do to rebound.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has plenty of energy in that body of his. I wouldn't look...
In the face. Uh-oh. Watch out. Oh, shoulder first. Guys, you don't think. Oh, no, you don't think. I can't watch. I like this. Oh, my God. Uh-oh. Is he really going to do this? This is bad. Oh, no. Oh, this is sick. Sister Abigail. Come on now. Please don't do this. Oh, my God. What kind of twisted individual would destroy something that... There you see Buzz arriving for his match tonight at TLC versus Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I noticed he wasn't driving his van because Bray Wyatt torched it.
And that wasn't just any van. It was a gift from his late father. You have to imagine he'll be seeking revenge on Bray Wyatt tonight. Where is Bray taking him? Somebody needs to stop this.
go.